Thank you for visiting Lichtsinn RV and for the opportunity to showcase for you the factory fresh, off-road, true 4x4 RV, the Winnebago Revel. Designed specifically for active outdoor enthusiasts, the all-new Winnebago Revel takes a new approach to adventure with straightforward design and function-driven features. Taking full advantage of the proven 4x4 Mercedes Benz Sprinter chassis, the Revel's 3-liter 6-cylinder turbo diesel platform puts 325 pounds-feet of torque through an on-demand 4-wheel drive system, complete with high-low range and hill descent mode for added off-road capability. Add off-road performance with style with the 17-inch matte black performance wheels and BF Goodrich TA KO2 all-terrain tires. On the road, we don't sacrifice fuel economy with the fuel-efficient Mercedes Benz Sprinter boasting 16 to 22 miles per gallon highway. Inside, the Revel's unique features start with a floor plan designed around a 140 cubic foot gear garage with a powered lift bed. A full galley, including a compressor-driven refrigerator, makes meal prep a breeze, while the all-in-one bath and gear closet boasts a cassette-style toilet that eliminates the need for a separate black water holding tank. Add a 200-watt ZAMP standard solar system with expandable capabilities, diesel-powered Espar heating and on-demand hot water, a dinette with a pull-up table that converts to an additional sleeping surface, and many more innovative features, and the result is the new Revel. Quite simply, the most off-road capable RV Winnebago and Lichtsinn RV has ever offered. And it's available here at Lichtsinn RV, America's closest dealer to Winnebago Industries. We're located only 1 mile north of the Winnebago motorized division of Winnebago Industries right here in Forest City, Iowa, and recently named by the manufacturer, Winnebago Industries, as the North American top dealer for sales volume across all of the motorized coach divisions of Winnebago Industries right here in Forest City, Iowa, but reaching out across all of North America for that top sales volume award now for the past 5 consecutive years. However, most importantly, be the first to break in and protect your new factory fresh Mercedes-Benz based Revel in accordance with the way Winnebago Industries as well as Mercedes-Benz outline inside their owner's manuals, in which there certainly is a definitive break-in procedure in which they recommend, if possible, no towing for the first 1,000 miles and varying your speeds to break in and seat those cylinders in that 3-liter 6-cylinder turbo diesel platform, as opposed to the way a delivery driver may and do tow their own personal vehicle out to your local dealership. Be the first to break in your new Mercedes powertrain, sleep that first night in your Winnebago Revel, and eat that first meal factory fresh here at Lichtsinn RV. The 2020 Winnebago Revel is now equipped with the 3rd generation Mercedes Benz Sprinter VS30 chassis, and since its debut in 1995, Winnebago Industries was the first North American RV manufacturer to build atop a Mercedes-Benz Sprinter chassis, with the 1st generation running from 1995 to 2006, with the 2nd generation running from 2007 up until 2018. This new VS30 chassis provides an innovative, fuel-efficient platform with interior aesthetic upgrades similar to what is in the Mercedes S-Class luxury automobile. It is equipped with the 3-liter 6-cylinder turbo diesel platform boasting 325 pounds-feet of torque or power. It is now mated up with the 7-speed automatic 7G Tronic Plus transmission that does include grade-breaking capabilities. We'll cover inside all of the aesthetic upgrades to provide that luxury-like feel. However, really what is critical to the new VS30 chassis are all of the safety enhancements built, now equipped for the RV van life generation. The first critical safety enhancement to the all-new 3rd generation VS30 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter chassis is Active Brake Assist. In the event that the system, which uses a combination of radar and camera technology, senses a visual obstruction ahead, the driver will be alerted to a visual and acoustic warning. Once the driver then applies the brakes, Active Brake Assist applies the most effective brake pressure, and if too weak, will engage autonomous braking capabilities. It also is the only system that can recognize and is designed to brake for pedestrians in the way. Active Lane Keeping Assist will sense if you seem to be unintentionally changing lanes in a range of situations, even in slight bends. Mercedes gives you a helpful audio and visual warning and then applies brake pressure to help you get back in the lane. Targeted intervention of the ESP systems and brake systems gently bring you back to your intended path. Adaptive or active cruise control, as we know here in North America, or as Mercedes terms, Active Distance Assist Distronic, regulates the speed of your RV for you and automatically helps you maintain the distance to a vehicle detected in front of you. If you are approaching a vehicle in front of you, Distronic Cruise Control will slow your RV automatically, and as that vehicle vacates or speeds up, will accelerate up to your desired cruise control level. You can increase or decrease the following distance in the vehicle setup settings, or turn this feature off altogether. Traffic Sign Assist will help identify the right speed and alert you to let you know if traffic laws have changed. General GPS navigation and camera technology allow you to know when traffic laws change to alert you and keep you compliant. Traffic signs are also noted in the navigation screen in the MBUX setup. Blind spot and rear cross traffic alert detects approaching vehicles in your blind spot and alerts you, keeping you safer. And rear cross traffic alerts let you know when a vehicle or pedestrian is crossing behind you. Rear view camera with ultrasonic rear park assist provides gradient ability to see the area behind you as you navigate in reverse, and visual markings alert the RVer before approaching an object with several different distant alert increments. LED high-performance headlamps provide improved illumination that maximizes the view of the road ahead while further enhancing the RV's overall aesthetic and sleek front-end design. Adaptive High Beam Assist, enhanced safety in the dark. This system makes driving in the dark safer and helps to reduce the strain on the driver. Adaptive High Beam Assist always makes the best possible headlamp range available while avoiding dazzling oncoming traffic. The driver barely needs to make use of the high beam switch and is able to concentrate better when driving in the dark. Adaptive High Beam Assist uses continuous input from a camera to automatically vary the range of the high beam headlamps based on the distance to oncoming vehicles and any vehicles traveling ahead of you. Mercedes Benz's wet wiper system provides clean lines of sight if you have to wash your windshield as you drive. Traditional spray nozzles are replaced by tiny laser cut holes along the wiper arm that spray the fluid directly in front of the wipers as they sweep in either direction. Fluid consumption is reduced by over 50%, the system is heated in cold weather terrain, and the windshield is cleansed much more effectively by the wet wiper system. Attention Assist monitors your driving patterns for signs of fatigue and gives you an early warning to make sure you're not driving drowsy. If it detects fatigue or lapses in concentration on behalf of the driver, it suggests you take a break with an audible and visual warning. You simply confirm acknowledgement in the MBUX system, and this feature can be turned on or off in vehicle settings. Not only as safety is the cornerstone of the all-new Sprinter, we've also now included interior aesthetic upgrades similar to that of the Mercedes S-Class Luxury Auto, including Artico leather cab seats that do feature all three sets of safety enhancements, tilt and telescoping steering with a complete array of steering wheel controls for the all-new Infotainment Center, making trips more enjoyable with the Sprinter's multitude of sophisticated MBUX infotainment features, Just above this location, you'll see we've also then included wireless charging for your smartphone or tablet. Inside this compartment, we also then have USB-C controls to be able to connect for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, should you choose to use that. Although we do have here the 10.25-inch MBUX Infotainment Center that features hands-free calling, but also hands-free voice guidance. Currently connected via Bluetooth, you'll see complete control of your smartphone or tablet, allowing us to make hands-free calls using voice guidance and Hey Mercedes artificial intelligence. We have complete navigation controls that is available through voice guidance. This will then also tie into the traffic sign assist. Each of these apps are then also movable within the Infotainment Center. So if you'd like a certain array of apps, we can customize that by pressing and holding this. This is a capacitive touchscreen monitor that functions and swipes just like an iPad or Android tablet, and it's also controllable from the smart wheel controls. Sliding over then, of course, we have high definition FM radio, AM radio, and Sirius XM satellite radio that does include a free trial subscription. This can also function off of your smartphone or tablet. Controls for playing media that would reside on your smartphone or tablet, either via Bluetooth or from USB connectivity. A great feature here with info settings within the engine that provides consumption levels, DEF levels, torque curve measurements. Here's a great preview there of that rear view camera monitoring system. You can see the carbon fiber instrument panel applique setup that encases the dash and the side panels. Here, as we start the engine, you can see RPM levels as well as torque curve levels. That second section then also provides consumption levels for fuel consumption and other fluids. But also on board is a complete digital operator's manual for the Mercedes Benz VS30 chassis. Of course, not only do you have the capacitive touchscreen controls, but hard controls down below. Great way to search, find tips, bookmark certain areas if you'd like to go back to them. We do have Mercedes Pro technology in which we can enable this for 4G LTE, although for the RV lifestyle, Wi-Fi and cellular connectivity enhancements will be more cost effective. Here you'll find the vehicle settings screen with quick access for the ESP, superior ride and technology handling. Also controls for lane keep assist, rear park assist, and then also assistance within different types of the safety enhancements that we just talked about to be able to display in certain locations, turn on or off. You'll see controls for the active brake assist, the availability for the blind spot assist, saw earlier the attention assist, you can see controls for the active lane keep assist. And as we move on to the vehicle settings, you'll see different programmable settings are available for the cab chassis itself, lighting controls, and then overall system vehicle setting preferences. Again, all of this is controllable through the capacitive touchscreen monitor, but also on the smart wheel steering wheel controls. We also have hard buttons then down below. And then this is how you can actually configure and adjust which favorites you'd like to show up first on that 10.25-inch touchscreen monitor. Then down below we have true automatic climate control. You'll see controls for the powered sliding door located mid-console with an array of cup holders and a great array of luxury aesthetic upgrades for the interior of the all-new Mercedes Benz Sprinter. And now we'll cover the exterior of this factory fresh 2020 Winnebago Revel 4x4 equipped on the 3rd generation VS30 Sprinter chassis, which we've ordered factory fresh in the Pebble gray exterior. This is one of 3 different exterior colors for the 2020 model year. You'll see up front now, all new for the 2020 Revel is the all blacked out front Mercedes grille. You can see up top one of just a few upgrades that Winnebago has made to the exterior. This is a new all metal roof rack that does include a locking rear multi-point ladder that we'll cover as we get towards the rear of the RV. Up top, that all metal new cargo roof and storage rack does also include the wind fairing up top, but also includes courtesy lighting that you'll see up top and then also alongside the new running boards down below that we'll cover here in a moment. As we work our way now down from the windshield, a few nice upgrades for the under the hood components. We've actually tilted the diesel exhaust fluid spigot up front and away from any sheet metal, so it's very easy to maneuver diesel exhaust fluid in the front. It doesn't also touch any of the sheet metal components. We've also relocated the windshield wiper reservoir. You can see all of this high endurance vinyl cladding up front with a step-up area to cleanse that windshield. Integrated fog lamps down below, and then also the front ultrasonic park sensors for all of the safety enhancements. Again, we can still equip any of the Illuminous aftermarket accessories with the new VS30 chassis. Swiveling around now towards the driver's side, you'll see we've equipped this coach with one of 2 total options available with the performance wheel upgrade. We'll cover that here in a moment, but we do have light-duty automotive conveniences built into the VS30 chassis, which includes keyless entry for all of the doors, but also for the powered sliding door that we'll cover as we get towards the patio side. That also then includes push button start, so the key fob just has to be within the vehicle to start the Revel chassis. We include light duty automotive conveniences such as piggyback side mirrors that collapse against the sidewall, but also the top 2/3 of which are powered and heated, with the lower 1/3 including that parabolic wide angle technology, with safety enhancements including the turn signal indicators in each of the side mirrors. The enhancement for the performance wheel option for the 2020 model year does also include the new Method 701 wheels. This is one-piece cast 356 aluminum with T6 heat treatment. This allows us to run the tires at lower PSI, as many overlanders and off-the-grid RVers will do to gain more traction. We then pair those up with the same BF Goodrich TAKO2 tires. You can see the enhancement for 2020 now includes the LED lighting built into a wider running board. On each side of these running boards, then we do have tie-outs for securing high-end bicycles, but also for tying out pets. Here you'll find the exhausting for the Eberspacher Espar D5 hydronic heating system. We'll cover this in detail as we get inside, but this provides complete coach heat, on-demand hot water, but also heating for your freshwater tank and also for your gray tank drainage. Just above here is where you'll find the city fill, so if you are connected to full hookups, you do have that capability for the city fill. We'll showcase on the patio side where you can fill the freshwater capacity for the coach. 21 gallons in total for freshwater capacity in the RV. Here you'll find the Cassette toilet, which is a 5-gallon black water capacity. And the beauty of this is that you can actually pull this out. It's a very sanitary drainage. And if you've ever been to a national park area, you'll see many of the restrooms actually just have open drainage facilities where you can drain out this Cassette 5-gallon black tank. So very convenient, very sanitary. And again, it provides more convenience in draining the 5-gallon black capability. Of course, throughout this RV, you'll see several different areas which are e-coated in the latest in e-coat technology after a multi-million-dollar infrastructure upgrade here at Winnebago Industries. Here we have the drainage for the 21-gallon gray tank capacity. Of course, all of our holding tanks and freshwater tanks are manufactured here in-house by Winnebago Industries in our Rotocast facility. It allows us to maximize holding tank capacity. It allows us to produce seamless holding tanks. But also then it ties in with the true level holding tank monitoring system in which we invest in sonar sensors on the outsides of those one-piece Rotocast tanks, as opposed to drilling through like other RV manufacturers that can potentially leak, corrode, or provide false readings over time. Here as we pan out towards the patio side, you'll see each of the deeper, darker tints inside the dual pane Sights acrylic windows. High insulative windows with 2 different opening positions so that you can leave these locked in a fresh air ventilation setting, so you get all of that fresh air ventilation with the Max Air Premium vent system. These dual pane thermal insulated windows are very insulative, but they also allow you to get fresh air ventilation even during nominal rain. You'll see the 30 amp detachable shoreline service, which will power all of the electrical appliances simultaneously inside the RV without throwing a breaker. Now as we work to the rear, you'll see each of these cargo doors that open to be nearly 270 degrees for ease of access to that 140 cubic foot gear garage inside the rear. You'll also see the removable cargo tie-down anchors as we peel back each of these roll-lift screens. This is an enhancement for 2020. These provide opaque and also sheer fresh air ventilation. You can leave them zipped down, but with the magnetic enclosures, you can quickly enter or exit the vehicle. Up top then is the rear view camera monitoring system that ties in nicely with the MBUX 10.25-inch capacitive touchscreen monitor just above that high mount brake lamp. You can see part of that all-metal cargo storage rack up top. Again, each of these locations are accessible from that multi-point adjustable ladder that is alongside the patio side cargo door. It is also now equipped with a lock for 2020. Listening to Voice of Consumer Research, this roll-off screen package really provides great seal for insects penetrating the vehicle, but so easy to peel back with these magnetic screens for quickly entering and exiting the vehicle. You'll see how they're custom fit for the Revel, especially as we get towards the patio side. We do have 110 volt as well as 12 volt duplex here alongside the gear garage. All of the outlets then tie into the 2000 watt pure sine wave whole coach inverter, which is wired to all of the outlets, including the induction cooktop. These will allow you to power household appliances off of the 3 deep cycle AGM absorbed glass mat maintenance-free batteries with 315 amp hour capabilities. Alongside the driver's side here inside this gear garage is where you'll find the exterior wash station or shower, along with a redundant 12 volt on-demand water pump. So if you want to use that outside, you don't have to trounce through to the interior like other RV manufacturers to turn on your water pump. Both hot and cold water are provided to this exterior wash station. Great capabilities. Be sure to check out our measurements video in our video library in Lichtsinn.com, in which we literally walk through all of the different measurements for that 140 cubic foot gear garage, which we'll also cover in detail as we get to the interior of the RV. This is on the upgraded 9,050 pound gross vehicle weight rating chassis, so we include 1,669 pounds of occupants and cargo carrying capacity, which would then include your cargo, your people, and any freshwater on board. So again, that is a slight uptick compared to 2019 and 18 in terms of both gross vehicle weight rating as well as cargo carrying capacity. Here you can see a dedicated location for your sewer hose. You saw several of the ultrasonic rear park sensors for the safety enhancements that we covered previously. Down below here, you'll also then see the components for the 4-wheel drive setup and also the 5,000 pound factory installed tow package that does come equipped with a 500-pound vertical tongue limit. The coach does include a 24.5-gallon fuel capacity, so an estimated cruising range just under 500 miles. That 24.5-gallon fuel capacity also includes the VS30 fuel gauge, which is optimized to take into account any of the diesel fuel used for the Espar D5 hydronic heating system. And now as we button up each of these rear doors in the VS30 chassis, we'll showcase that new ladder that does include the locking capabilities. So again, a great exterior with the rugged feel of that pebble gray exterior finish. Each of these 3 absorbed glass mat maintenance-free batteries are mounted out of the way to maximize cargo storage in the rear garage as well as interior to the coach. So they're mounted actually near the axles and the cross rails of the chassis to free up additional storage. Since they are maintenance-free, you no longer have to service those. We'll showcase how you can replenish those as we elevate up, unlike any dealership here in North America, to showcase all of the quality components atop the roof of the Revel. We'll cover in detail the patio awning as we get down towards the ground level of the patio side. That Colorado Carefree 10-foot powered patio awning does include dedicated LED lighting, but also includes a motion sensor, so as the wind picks up, you no longer have to worry about your awning being left out in the wind. It will automatically self-retract. Now, as we work our way from the rear to the front, you can see all of the attachment points for that rear ladder, which is lockable into each of the components of that rear cargo roof rack. Just forward of that, then, we include the second of the 2 options for the Revel, which is a new 13,500 BTU low-profile, high-efficiency air conditioning system. This is the new Coleman Mach 10 NDQ non-ducted quiet air conditioning system, which is 6 to 8 decibels quieter compared to prior models. Forward of that, then, you'll see the 200-watt ZAMP solar package. This is expandable up to 510 watts, whether they be rooftop panels, side panels, or from equipping a portable solar panel in the quick port located alongside the patio side that we'll showcase here in a moment. The goal of that then would be to replenish the 315 amp hour capacity of the 3 AGM absorbed glass mat batteries, especially in conjunction with using that 2,000 watt pure sine wave inverter. Mid panel then is where you'll see the MaxxAir premium vent system that we'll showcase in detail as we get inside the coach. Forward then of the solar panels is where you'll find the antenna for the Sirius XM satellite radio, which is part of the MBUX Mercedes Benz user experience package that we covered previously. And now as we wrap up atop the roof, let's cover some specifications to the Revel. The coach is 19 feet 5 inches long, 7 feet 1 inch wide. It is 9 feet 10 inches tall to the highest point atop the Revel that does include this air conditioning system. So again, 910 including the AC, and also a 6 foot 3 inch interior ceiling height. So some nice enhancements to the exterior, including that all metal cargo roof rack, including the wider running boards, also including those roll-lift shades. You'll see an enhancement patio side here as we drop back down here in a moment. Those wider running boards, and then also higher ground clearance because we've clipped one of the running boards alongside the patio side to be a little bit shorter in an area that otherwise was not used to begin with. So it really didn't sacrifice any of the maneuverability, but did certainly pick up with some additional ground clearance to the Revel. Again, this is the Pebble gray exterior with the high endurance vinyl cladding on the front and rear bumper, as well as mid-coach, where you would normally see that balance trim running mid-coach. Again, that powered sliding cargo door you can operate from inside or outside the coach that we'll demonstrate here in a moment. And so now as we work our way back down ground level to the patio side, we'll cover the patio side components, you can see each of those fiberglass bump outs that Winnebago has installed in the Revel. This allows for a 79-inch cross-coach sleeping capability with the powered studio loft bed. Great automotive insulation that has been included by Winnebago throughout the RV, using automotive grade style insulation with a CNC router for precision cut installation for the insulation. Provides great R values that we have in detail if you'd like to request those. Here alongside the patio side, you'll see a convenient 110 volt duplex that is hot off of the 2000 watt inverter to be run off of that 315 amp hour bank. You can see the quick port for adding additional solar panels to expand that standard 200 watt package to 510. Down below here, this is where I was referring to this component of the running board that was shortened so that we no longer have to modify this exhaust. By no longer having to modify the exhaust, we pick up additional ground clearance for the 2020 model year. We continue with the clearance and courtesy lighting, as well as the secure tie-outs for high-end bicycles or for tying out a pet. You can see they're wider than in previous years and also include that non-skid step. Very lightweight with the aluminum extrusion to free up that 1,700 pounds of cargo carrying capacity. Here alongside the patio area, you'll also see an enhancement for 2020 for an easier access to the patio table. You can see the sneak preview there in between the running board and the coach for one of the 3 AGM absorbed glass mat batteries. The high endurance vinyl cladding running through mid-coach for the Revel. Of course, we continue then with the tie-outs on each end and the courtesy lighting. A nice profile there off to the right of the rugged steel all-terrain BF Goodrich TAKO2 tires. These are 17-inch upgrades compared to the 16-inch steel wheels provided by Mercedes Benz. Now, patio side, right inside the powered sliding door is where you'll find that precision cut roll-off screen. Again, this is the sheer style that provides great fresh air ventilation. We have the zipper down right now. There's also that magnetic strip that provides ease of entering and exiting the coach, and also down below a quick tie so that if your pet does figure out that magnetic, we can actually secure that down at the bottom. This patio table now includes a pedestal pole that literally works into the base and then almost sucks itself down to provide a tight attachment to that outdoor camping or cocktail table. Here you'll find the winterization kit as well as the gravity water tank fill. A location here for the freshwater inlet, all of your winterization components. Again, since this is a 4-season coach with all of that automotive style insulation and the Espar over-the-road D5 hydronic heating system, we literally have had guests down to 42 to 46 below zero maintain an interior sleeping temperature of 70 to 72 degrees. Just great coverage here with that roll-off screen package and all the fresh air ventilation right above this location where that Max Air Premium vent system is. Get an easy arm height attachment to get in and out using these magnetics that really suck themselves tight so you don't have to go through and line these up. Also a nice preview there of the new entry assist handle that is part of the Ram track mount system. So you can include an additional table there for that passenger seat and various other accessories that are available with the Ram track mount system. Overhead then we have the Colorado Carefree 10-foot powered patio awning with great depth. It does include independent LED lighting, which in conjunction with the undercarriage lighting. So be sure to check out some of our blacked out studio photos in our video library and also in the vehicle display page for the Revel that showcases this in a dark environment with all of the undercarriage lighting and then also this LED lighting in that 10-foot powered patio awning. Makes it very easy to return to your RV in the dark of night. Also, this awning then includes the motion sensor, which will automatically retract in high winds. Again, 10 foot in width, but also very deep in terms of how much it'll cover that patio area. We'll also showcase now the powered sliding door. This you can actually control off of the key fob using the keyless remote. You can actually stop this door at any location. So you can stop it midway right in front of the kitchen or galley. You can control it from inside the door, also control it from the dash. And if you'd like to turn it off completely, you can also do so right on top of the powered sliding door, right below that dual pane Sights acrylic window. So some great enhancements to the exterior of this 2020 Winnebago Revel. Again, factory fresh in the Pebble gray exterior. And now as we work our way inside the 2020 Winnebago Revel, we'll cover one sweeping shot of this floor plan and then we'll cover things in more detail. We've ordered this coach factory fresh in the Gravity interior. It's paired up with Silver Springs cabinetry, which is handcrafted by Winnebago Industries here in Forest City using computer-aided design so that not only can we maximize interior storage, we can minimize tolerances in fit and finish, which long-term will minimize squeaks and rattles compared to competing models that purchase their cabinetry from third-party suppliers. This is also metal-framed cabinetry, so it's designed to hold up to the rugged terrain that the Winnebago Revel is expected to endure. Again, you saw that 140 cubic foot gear garage with the powered studio loft bed with a forward-facing dinette with Artico leather seats up front that rotate to become integral lounge chairs. Again, we do have that powered sliding door with 3 different locations to access the powered capability of it, a fully featured galley, and a wonderful electrical setup for an off-the-grid experience. And now let's cover things in more detail in each of the main living areas to the Revel. Towards the patio side then, you'll see the roll of screen. It provides great fresh air ventilation for this forward-facing dinette that does include ultra leather from Ultra Fabrics. So it's very weather temperative, meaning not so cold during the winter and not so hot during the summer. You can also be fairly aggressive in terms of how you clean ultra leather. This bench dinette seat does have dual safety belts with a pull-up dinette table that can be used for the driver Artico leather lounge chair. Up top, a full bank of Silver Springs cabinetry, again, which is metal framed to be designed for the long haul, along with positive lock latching mechanisms to ensure things don't jump out in travel. You can see the metal frames to that cabinetry. Then down below, underneath that, you'll see the first of several different dual pane Sights acrylic windows that do include both the insect screen and the opaque blackout screen. It does also have a dual locking position so that you can leave this open. You'll see several RAM mount track system setups throughout the coach. Great for iPad, iPhone mounts, Android smartphones, and Android tablets. Multiple 12-volt power point locations and USB charge points. You can see the new metal shelf just to the right of this location provides great storage in the overhead headliner for the transition from the high top van into the cockpit area. Then again, down below, we include that blackout screen as well as the insect screen for great fresh air ventilation, especially in conjunction with the Max Air Premium vent system overhead that we'll showcase here in a moment. Just some great fresh air ventilation, especially in between the driver and patio side, especially in conjunction for that Max Air Premium vent system that will pull through all of that fresh air. Again, with that Ultra Fabrics dinette, then we include the dual safety belts. Just above, we have Winnebago's patented one-place panel with all of your gauges in one easy-to-access location, including controls for the powered studio loft bed in the upper left-hand corner, where we currently have the 2 Mercedes key fobs tied together for that key access for the powered studio loft bed to ensure that nobody can play with that, drop it down, and ensure that you're not having clearance. Underneath this location, then underneath the controls for the powered studio loft bed, we have a great new upgrade for 2020. This is a digital thermostat for the hydronic heating system. The hydronic heating system is a 17,500 BTU Espar D5 hydronic heating system that will heat both off of the diesel burner or when plugged in off of an electrical element. The beauty of this is just how energy efficient this Espar system is, because it literally will burn only 0.07 gallons of diesel fuel per hour in low mode, which translates into 260 hours of runtime off of a 24.5 gallon fuel tank, of which we can tap into the top 3/4. On high mode, it only burns 0.17 gallons, so provides 108 hours of heating off of the top 3/4 of that main fuel tank. Here you can see the controls for the hydronic system, and then off to the right, controls for the 200 watt ZAMP solar system package, which is expandable up to 510 watts. Again, the main goal of that would be to replenish the 3 AGM absorbed glass mat batteries featuring 315 amp hours, which then provide power to the 2,000 watt whole house inverter. Off to the right, then you have controls for the 12 volt on-demand water pump, and also readouts for the true level holding tank monitoring system, as well as the 12 volt on-demand water pump switch, and finally for the auxiliary tank levels and also auxiliary battery levels. Then sliding over to the left, just underneath the ZAMP panel, you'll see the electric element side to the Espar D5 hydronic heating system. Again, 17,500 BTUs. Here you'll find controls for the 2,000 watt whole house pure sine wave inverter. Again, the goal of that is to allow you to power electrical appliances, all of the outlets inside the RV, off of the 3 AGM absorbed glass mat batteries. That will also power the induction cooktop that we'll cover here just opposite the dinette here in a moment. This also then converts into the first of 2 different sleeping areas inside the Revel. We're going to break away from this location to show you how simple this is to convert from a 2-person seat-belted dinette bench seat directly into a cross-coach sleeping area. Again, a great pull-out flip-up table in that dinette with the opposite location for the driver's seat that swivels to become an integral lounge chair. You can see the dual safety belts. Underneath this location is where you'll find the Espar D5 hydronic heating system. You can see the venting for that and several different diffusers throughout, as well as behind this facade then is where you'll find your 12 volt and 110 volt breakers. The right hand side being your 110 volt breakers, and the left hand side being your 12 volt blade fuses. One continuous sheet of upgraded vinyl flooring is included throughout. Now we'll break away and showcase just how simple this is to convert into the first of 2 different sleeping surfaces. This first cushion will be used here in a moment. You can see the dual safety belt locations. We'll take this cushion and slide it around, which also then provides the support you can see for that metal strut. The pull-out flip-up countertop extension then glides down to provide the base towards the patio side. That second cushion then comes in, and bam, you have a 25 by 69 inch flex bed system up front for the first of 2 different sleeping surfaces. Now we'll return to the main dinette location. You can see the flip-up dinette table along with a ram track mount located just behind there. This glides away towards the driver's side sidewall. Again, the seats up front do include powered lumbar support, adjustable headrests, and they slide, swivel, and recline. We also have a new VersaGlide mechanism up front, so it's very simple to swivel those front seats to become integral lounge chairs, integral comfortable lounge chairs with the Artico synthetic leather seating. Anytime you see this type of a metal track, that is a ram track mount that provides great versatility for any type of smartphone, tablet device storage, for comfortable viewing, laptop storage. And then you can see that pull-up dinette table flushes against the driver's side sidewall, and there is a tie-in strap to keep that secure in place. Underneath this location, you'll see an additional 110 volt outlet, again, which is hot off of the 2000 watt whole house inverter. You can see several different diffusers for the hydronic heating system, full drawer stacks, all of which, of course, are full-length extensions with metal drawer glides, a fully featured galley that does include storage overhead. You can see how precise the roll-up screen system is. You can also see here the premium vent system that does then provide great fresh air ventilation in conjunction with the roll-up screens and the dual pane sights acrylic windows that tip out and can be locked in a tip-out position to provide great fresh air ventilation. Of course, throughout the RV, we use LED lighting, which is 70% more energy efficient compared to normal incandescent or halogen lighting. You can see all of the cabinetry is metal framed for endurance over the long haul with positive lock latching mechanisms. Several different catch-all storage locations are included throughout, along with a location up top there then for USB 12 volt power point stations. So a great location to temporarily store your smart devices. Just above there then is another RAM track mount system, again with 12 volt power points off to the right to keep those charged while viewing. Down below then we do include the induction cooktop, which is hot off of the 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter. A high endurance countertop then is included along with that flip up countertop extension. The beauty of that induction range top is that it does not actually turn on and radiate heat unless it senses the magnetics in the induction cookware. And again, it is hot off of the 2000 watt pure sine wave inverter. Off to the left, then we have a drop-in stainless steel sink with a folding faucet and innovative glass cooktop cover to maximize what is already a tremendous amount of countertop space in a 19-foot nimble on-the-go van from Winnebago Industries. Here you'll see that innovative folding faucet along with the glass cover. Again, that will maximize countertop space. Of course, down below we have a full drawer stack with positive lock latching mechanisms for great storage underneath this stainless steel drop-in sink. You can see the flip-up countertop extension. Just to the left there was also the controls to turn off that powered cargo sliding door. Inside the stepwell then, not only do we have a gravity tank fill for the freshwater tanks, we have controls for the undercarriage lighting in the coach, controls for the independent LED lighting in the awning, controls for the 10-foot powered patio awning, and as well as a coach battery disconnect switch that allows us to place the coach in storage and ensure no parasitic draw off of those 3 AGM absorbed glass mat batteries. The undercarriage lighting provides great bright light. Be sure to check out some of our still photos on our vehicle display page on Lichtsinn.com, in which we showcase just how bright that undercarriage lighting can be to return to your Revel in the dark. Another convenient located 110 volt outlet along with several different well laid out wall switches for overhead lighting. Again, all of these drawer stacks are full length extensions with metal drawer glides. Off to the right of that drawer stack, then we also feature a compressor-driven refrigerator and freezer. Using compressor-driven refrigerator and freezer technology allows us to run this at higher altitudes. It also ensures that we don't have to carry any LP on board. You don't have to be level to run the refrigerator, and it provides more energy-efficient cooling of that refrigerator and freezer. This also has a positive lock latching access for that 2.5 cubic foot NovaCool compressor driven refrigerator and freezer. And then off to the right is an oversized pantry that we'll showcase here in a moment. And as we wrap up and take a look at the adjustable bins and shelves in this compressor-driven refrigerator and freezer, we'll also cover the pantry, but also cover the specifications to the Revel, which is 19 feet 5 inches long. It is 9 feet 10 inches tall to the height of the RV, including the optional Coleman Mach non-ducted quiet air conditioning system. It's 7 feet 1 inches wide, and also the interior ceiling height is 6 feet 3 inches. A great split pantry here is located off to the right, again with those positive lock latching mechanisms. This does feature adjustable shelving so that you can literally place things at your customized height. We continue with that bright LED lighting throughout the RV. And then you can see, of course, mounted right into that powered studio loft bed, we have a Ram track mount system. It can be used for watching an iPad at night, a tablet at night, and then overhead, again, we have this all-new Coleman Mach 10 NDQ non-ducted quiet air conditioning system, which is 6 to 8 decibels quieter than in previous years. Be sure to check out some of our power management videos in our video library on Lichtsinn.com, as when we showcase what can be used to power the air conditioning system in the Revel for the shoreline power and by using a portable generator. The innovation in this powered studio loft bed to the rear inside that 140 cubic foot gear garage is the fact that we have these side bump outs that provide a 79-inch cross-coach sleeping area. It's 49 inches in terms of depth. Also, be sure to check out that measurements video in our video library on Lichtsinn.com, in which we showcase all of the individual measurements that you'll need inside the Revel. Of course, we continue with 12-volt and USB power points throughout the RV. One of the most common questions we get with this powered studio loft bed is, can it be placed in a certain location, not dropped all the way down? It certainly can. The only thing that you'll have to understand that you'll lose is the side cushions, although we do have the measurements for just the components that rise up and down. Again, great flexibility of this Ram track mount system. We carry all of these different Ram track mounts in stock here at Lichtsinn RV in our 7,000 square foot camping and RV accessories store that we have here in our all-new dealership. Inside this gear garage, of course, you'll see multiple different D-ring locations for tying down cargo. Inside the oversized all-in-one gear closet then and bathroom, we'll showcase all of the storage and different capabilities that you have for using the gear closet and the bath in one. But first, we'll raise up this powered studio loft bed to showcase all of the detailed components here in that 140 cubic foot gear garage. Again, we've added LED lighting underneath this powered studio loft bed, so that if you are using the RV without sleeping at night and you're bringing in gear, you can raise that bed up and down and still have lighting underneath it. But again, with these fiberglass bump outs to each side, we do gain such a wider sleeping surface. We have 110 volt outlets conveniently located inside this gear garage. You can see the different tie down applications that we have throughout. Of course, we continue with the 12-volt power point stations and well-articulated wall switches for overhead lighting. Again, you saw that exterior wash station when we had the rear cargo doors open. We continue with the dual pane Sights acrylic window inside the driver's side here of the gear garage. Again, that does include the ability to lock that out in a partial location to gain all of that fresh air ventilation. You can see additional diffusers and additional Ram mount track mounts just well located throughout the RV, this one being off to the left there. Inside this gear closet and bath in one, you'll see the cassette toilet that we covered when we were outside the RV, that we showcased that 5-gallon sanitary black tank drainage capacity. This features a flexible handheld shower head that allows you to start and stop the water both on the head as well as on the faucet to conserve water when RVing off the grid. We have a 12-volt powered ventilator fan, a removable clothes hanger, and then also 2 different removable sealed marine plywood teak style shelves that can be placed in different locations. The coach does include 2 different removable shelves, each of which is a customizable depth, so that you can uniquely place different storage capabilities inside this gear closet when not being used as a wet bath. This is a 26 by 31 inch fully encompassed gear closet and bath in one. You can see the dry dock storage off to the left. This is sealed with a rubber bulb seal gasket, so it will keep things dry inside that dry dock. Again, we have a dry dock for the tissue paper and a 1-piece pan and a 1-piece surround that provides for easy maintenance and easy cleaning. And of course, we include the shower curtain to encompass that all-in-one wet bath. This cassette toilet does actually swivel for ease of use. Very simple to use, but the beauty of this, if you've ever been to a national park area that has restrooms, you can see the different drainage facilities that they have. So very easy to drain that 5-gallon black tank in that cassette toilet, and provides a great sanitary way of doing so. And now as we wrap up with this accordion style metal framed door with the positive lock latching mechanism and the contemporary satin nickel hardware, there you'll see the pedestal. That is for the fold down outside table that we covered, with the easier access of providing the insert for that fold down outside table compared to previous Revels in 18 and 19. And now as we work our way back up front, we'll showcase the front cockpit area. Again, overhead, we do have the all-new overhead metal shelving that's included in the headliner for the high rooftop cargo van. It provides great storage capability overhead. It also includes the privacy screens for providing privacy at night from the cockpit. Again, these front seats are article leather with powered lumbar support. They also have different depth for thigh comfort levels that slide in and out. We have the VersaGlide zero turn radius swivel mechanism, so it's very easy to swivel these seats around to become integral lounge chairs. And of course, they slide, swivel, and recline with an adjustable armrest on the right-hand side or left-hand side for the passenger. And of course, you'd use the driver or the passenger door for the other armrest that you may have. These very simply just lift up and then slide out to provide a differing depth for height measurements. We've had several different individuals inside these front seats, even with inseams up to 34 inches, a very comfortable, great length for legroom inside this new Mercedes VS30 chassis. Here you can see the side thorax and pelvic airbag setup, which is in those article leather seats. Of course, we have the window curtain airbags and dual front airbags for a total of 6. Again, tilted telescoping steering provide for a fatigueless fit over the long haul. You can see controls on the smart wheel, which is a leather wrapped steering wheel. Provides great access for the instrumentation cluster from Mercedes Benz just straight ahead, and then also the MBUX 10.25 inch infotainment setup that we previously covered. You can see we continue with the carbon fiber instrument panel applique setup. There is actually the gear shift selector, in which would normally be the windshield washer fluid area. You can see keyless start here for the remote key fob. Also controls to engage the 4x4 setup from Mercedes Benz. And also just a nice overlay here of the MBUX. Previously we covered this in more detail. That Mercedes Benz unique experience, that user experience with the MBUX setup provides for just such a smooth, capacitive flow of using all of the different infotainment setups, but really tying in the safety enhancements, which is the cornerstone of Mercedes Benz, and tying that then into the smart wheel thumb control so that you can swipe using your thumbs as you drive down the road and keeping your eyes on the road without having to reach over and use the capacitive touchscreen monitor. Although that certainly can be used, and it certainly will be used then for the passenger in transit. Again, we previously showcased that each of these apps can be maneuvered throughout different locations. You can enter in certain locations using the keyboard. You can actually draw on the screen as well, or of course you can use Hey Mercedes artificial intelligence, which will then tie in to voice control of your phone, your navigation, your audio visual controls, your multimedia that may be stored in Mercedes or on your smartphone using Bluetooth or the USB controls with that wireless charging in the overhead console just above the MBUX setup. Again, be sure to check out our multimedia connectivity enhancements video in our video library on Lichtsinn.com, in which we showcase how simple it is to achieve Wi-Fi or cellular LTE boosters for 4G and 5G technology. But you can tie those then into your current Mercedes account, or you could tie them into your Verizon and AT&T account or Sprint account for a much more cost-effective setup as you travel, but then also achieve the enhancement boost of using the Connect 2.0 or the WeBoost technology. Again, those are some of the hard control switches you can use for the MBUX. Then down below we have true automatic climate control. Of course, multiple cup holders throughout the RV. Another location to engage the powered cargo sliding door. Again, that can be turned off. It can be stopped midway. If something obstructs it, it will certainly retract it as well. But great ease of access in and out with that trimline cup holder console. Again, that is the powered switch for the powered sliding cargo door. You can also then see additional 12-volt power points and USB connections underneath. You can see the 12-volt off to the right. And then additional USB connections. Great storage off to the left and to the right. And then, of course, overhead with the new metal shelf installed by Winnebago. Additional cup holders overhead. A nice shot there of that wet wiper system also that provides all of those hundreds of laser-tuned jets to provide heated, powered washer fluid in cold weather conditions. Again, this is the wireless charging technology and the USB connections. If you choose to use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, see different defrost vents, additional cup holders for the passenger. Of course, we continue with the carbon fiber instrument panel applique setup and great storage underneath the dual front airbags. And so as we wrap up in the Mercedes Benz VS30 cockpit, we'll cover the overhead storage just behind here, some of the camera technology, as well as sunglass storage and visors to the left and to the right. You can see even LED courtesy lighting throughout the RV. You can also see the microphone inputs for the Hey Mercedes artificial intelligence package. And as we wrap up in the cockpit of the new Mercedes Benz 3rd generation VS30 Sprinter chassis, we'll swivel around and we'll cover one last sweeping shot, as I want to take this opportunity to thank you for visiting Lichtsinn RV and for the opportunity to showcase for you our factory fresh 2020 Winnebago Revel 44E. This camper van is now powered by the tried and true fuel efficient 3rd generation Mercedes Benz VS30 Sprinter chassis with the on-demand 4-wheel drive system, and it's available here at Lichtsinn RV, America's closest dealer to Winnebago Industries. We're located only 1 mile north of the Winnebago factory, based right here in Forest City, Iowa. and recently named by the manufacturer Winnebago Industries as the North American top dealer for sales volume across all of the motorized coach divisions of Winnebago Industries, again based right here in Forest City, Iowa, but reaching out across all of North America for that top sales volume award now for the past 5 consecutive years. And as we wrap up with the showcase of that powered sliding cargo door, keep in mind this coach is factory fresh, and it does provide you the ability to break in your coach in accordance with the way Winnebago Industries and Mercedes Benz outline inside their owner's manuals, in which there certainly is a definitive break-in procedure, in which they recommend, if possible, no towing for the first 1,000 miles, and vary your speeds to break in and seat those cylinders in that Mercedes Benz 3-liter 6-cylinder turbo diesel platform, as opposed to the way a delivery transport driver may and do tow their own personal vehicle out to your local dealership. Be the first to break in that new factory fresh VS30 powertrain, sleep that first night in your factory fresh Revel, and eat that first meal in your new Winnebago Revel here at Lichtsinn RV. Thank you for visiting Lichtsinn RV here in Forest City, Iowa, the home of Winnebago Industries. I'm Ron Lichtsinn, and I want to thank you for visiting our dealership here in Forest City, Iowa. Here are some great points from the Lichtsinn RV team as to points unrelated to price why you should experience the best here at Lichtsinn RV.
New motorhomes from Lichtsinn RV have no delivery miles on them. We do not use delivery services like other dealers in which drivers live in the RV during transportation or tow their own personal vehicle during the crucial engine break-in period.
There are no additional fees with purchasing in the state of Iowa, as a customer will pay their tax, title, and license in which the state that they register their RV. However, we do help in assisting titling your RV in your home state. As you can see, we help people day in and day out all over the United States and Canada with titling their motorhome.
Due to our close proximity to Winnebago factory, we're able to take advantage of cost savings over other RV dealerships. This allows us to provide you with low, no-hassle pricing.
We offer free, thorough walkarounds with our guests at the time of delivery, where we take as much time as needed for our guests to understand every function, maintenance, and warranty item of their RV. Many dealers charge a significant sum to provide this service.
Here at Lichtsinn RV, we provide our guests the opportunity to stay on our lot while enjoying free access to Wi-Fi, filtered fresh water, and electrical hookups, whether they're here to take delivery of their new RV or just passing through for service.
We work with several different lenders in order to secure you the most competitive rates and terms.
We also offer insurance from several different insurance carriers such as Progressive and Nationwide.
Purchase and service your RV and experience the best at Lichtsinn RV, the nation's closest dealer to Winnebago Industries, based right here in Forest City, Iowa.